Welcome to race 5 of round 1. We decided to do something a little different this time. We're going to USA International Dirt with Pro 4 trucks. And to call the action today, we have Jeremy and
Evan.
Leading us to the stripe is William Booth alongside Bodie Cryer, then William Harris, Cameron Peterson, Jeremy Sodorf, Don English, and Nick Leone. We're going green. Into turn 1 we go, side by side. William Harris to the inside, makes up a position. Jeremy Sodorf down low. Cameron Peterson gets a run around the outside. Let's take another look at that start from a different angle. Alright, let's take a look at this where we can see a little better. Turn 1. Jeremy Sodorf slides up into Cameron Peterson a little bit, but no harm, no foul. Pretty tight group in the middle coming in turn 2.
William Harris ducks in the inside
and makes up a position on Bodie Cryer. Jeremy Sodorf gets checked up behind him, and Cameron Peterson's trying to make a run around the outside. Lap 2, turn 1. Jeremy tries to get the truck rotated, but tail slaps Cameron Peterson and gets himself up into the loam. Looks like Cameron's going to duck under Don English, and they're going to split him 3 wide. Bodie dives to the inside of William Harris. He's able to make the pass as Cameron Peterson makes up 2 positions. Bodie Cryer hanging down low, trying to defend that position he just picked up. William Harris trying to dive underneath on him. Makes a little contact. I don't know. Cameron Peterson, Don English, we're all together. We got cars around and hung up on the guardrail. This is our first time racing on a track like this, and the creator didn't think to add competition cautions, something we'll definitely have in the next race to regroup the field and get some closer races.
William Booth off to a strong lead.
Your top qualifier, William Booth, is showing us how to get around the track here. This is a fixed setup race using iRacing's Rallycross configuration. Bodie Cryer's been a member of the league since it was created, but I believe this is the first race he's joined with us.
Jeremy Sodorf, founder of Rekles Racing League, and your host, is hanging on number 3 position. Cameron Peterson in 4th.
Cameron is the current leader in our season points. Paystar always likes to get in on the action. Here's newcomer William Harris. He was a last-minute entry and a newcomer to our league, as well as Don English. Happy to have both of you guys on track. Bodie Cryer's hanging on to the number 2 position, while William Booth is stretching his legs. William is currently number 2 in the season standings, with a win in the first race and I believe a couple of podiums as well. Hopefully we'll see Bodie Cryer join some of our other races later on this season. Nick Leone's another one of those guys who's been there since day 1. Nick's teammate Scott Ford is still out with some technical difficulties. Hopefully we'll be able to get him in our Sunday race. Nick pitches it in sideways as Cameron gains a little bit of ground on him. We'll see if we can get a run down the back straight. Nick pushes out into the loam a little, and Cameron's able to reel in a couple of car lengths on him. Let's take a look at the top 3 here as they're starting to fan out. William Booth way out front, pushing the cushion, and getting a nice tight exit. There's a new member, Don English, and William Harris. I saw that Don beat one of our faster members at a wild horse race recently, and not having the pleasure to race with him yet, but I thought, why not? We'll shoot him an invite and see how he does, and so far we're having a great race. Hopefully in Sunday's race we'll have a few more people able to join, and with the competition cautions, the field won't get spread out so much, and we'll get some good tight racing, kind of like the first lap. It can be a bit chaotic that way, but these trucks were meant to bump and bang. It's interesting to see how a four-wheel drive, 4,000 pound, 700 plus horse truck can handle these tracks versus something like a dirt street stock that can run a similar time. This is a fixed setup race. Perhaps if we allowed the drivers to tune their own setups, we'd see some lower lap times. That's something we'll probably do in the future if this type of racing becomes a regular thing in our league.
William Booth in first, Bodie Cryer in second.
Bodie takes a high line, perhaps searching for some speed to try to gain ground on William Booth. Not an easy thing to do. It seems William has this track and this type of racing pretty well figured out. Cameron's putting down some consistent laps, gaining some ground on third place. And Nick Leone's keeping him in his sights as Cameron smacks the wall a little bit, straightens the truck out and pushes him up high, but feathers the throttle and gets it back in the groove. Slight mistakes like that are really the only way you can make up any time on anyone, it seems. Nick Leone taking lower lines, searching for some speed around this track. Nick running a high line as he grabs a handful of gears coming into the back straight. William Harris popping some rev limiter. Don English right behind him. And here comes your leader. Looks like the top three, top four are all still inside of each other. Somewhat equal spacing. Possibly in the future we'll try a little shorter track to maybe reduce that distance a little bit. William flicks it in to ride that berm and get a nice low exit. These cars set and twist surprisingly well. You just don't want to flick them too hard because they don't like to get sideways. They want to be at a pretty minimal angle as they claw their way through the corner. Jeremy Stodorf's been taking it pretty easy on the car, just leaving it in high gear and trying to carry momentum. Looks like Cameron Peterson's gaining some ground on third place Jeremy Sodorf. He's missing a little arrow in the front there, but doesn't seem to be slowing him down. Either that or Jeremy's falling off the pace. Sounds like a downshift for Cameron as he dives to the inside. And ooh, just kisses that inside wall trying to avoid the newly developed blue groove. Nick Leone running a high line. As the track starts to slick up, you'll see him start searching for grip. William Harris missing both bed sides. I wonder if that gives him any kind of speed advantage here on a track like this. If you're interested in trying this kind of racing with these trucks, feel free to sign up at the iRacing League directory, Rekles Racing Pro 4. Rules are simple. Be clean, but race hard. One of our main goals is to get a clean first lap, get everyone on the track up to speed, and then let the battle begin. Hopefully in the next race we'll be able to at least have a couple of cautions and get the group bunched back up so it's a little more eventful to watch and to race. Normally we just race on purpose-built short course tracks, but we only have 2 of them at the moment, and I think every one of us has been around them over a couple hundred times, so We thought, why not try something new? I have heard rumors, though, that we might be getting a new track, and not just any track, but the Big House, Crandon in Wisconsin, home of the Crandon Cup, and the Land Rush Start. Land Rush Start is where all the vehicles start side by side. It'll be interesting to see if iRacing lets us choose that kind of start versus the double file back. Booth takes a high line, not expecting Harris to be up there, but there he is, and everyone gets away clean as we're taking the white flag. William has a strong enough lead that lap traffic shouldn't affect him much, as he's just trying to keep it together for one more lap. Looks like he's going to run another high line just for fun, because why not? And here he comes to take the checkered flag on our very first dirt oval race. Don English has one more lap to go as Williams' race is over. Looks like we're going to have to fire the cameraman for not properly filing back through the field as the race comes to a conclusion. But let's take a look at the results. There's the track conditions. We went with the 75 degrees and 75% humidity. And there are your official results for race 5 of round 1 in the Rekles Racing Series.
Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.